So I have retried more than a few times at this point, and part of it is did have some trouble with the mod, so I'm trying to remember all the beats that I want to talk about. But know that the game was updated recently, and therefore the SMAPI mod was definitely, or SMAPI, as we have a good humor pyramid right now, was updated within the last 48 hours, so please update that first and then see if your mods work. Otherwise, you have to wait for your other mods to update. For me, I'm only using the only other mod I'm using right now is the UI Info Suite 2. So that apparently doesn't need to be updated, but definitely SAM API needed to be updated. So just letting you know that anyone who wants to know about that, if the game is crashing for whatever reason, update SM API first. After that, remove every single mod but SM API and slowly introduce the other mods that you're using. But as we get into going through this day, so there were some mistakes I made here. First were energy mistakes, but second were timing mistakes, so I am going to allow myself to retry here. It's not like I'm strictly doing a no retry challenge. But the other thing to talk about here is, yes, since I'm on the Meadowlands farm, your getting started is to grab an egg instead of getting parsnips. 2 of these parsnips can still be useful, but for the most part, we're just going to be taking them with us. I'm going to actually take a silver quality chub with us to avoid any fainting accidents. I think we leave gold in a chest. I don't even... Again, I have the guide pulled up right next to me here, so just making sure. But definitely copper and every coal but one. We want to make a scarecrow, which is why we're leaving 1 here. But after that, stone, coal, and copper. So yeah, we take stones as well because we need to craft a furnace ASAP. And this is pretty much all we'll need at the moment. I could grab more, and actually we need 50 wood for a chest. But you get the point. The main objective of today is to upgrade to a copper pickaxe. So, I mean, at this point, like I said, I have retried this a few times. I don't really mind that because the whole point is to get consistent at doing this. Also, I should grab these leeks if for no other reason than energy. Foraging experience is nice, but also... meh. That is a waste of time because I think one of my recent attempts, I barely missed. I tried to do the Cliff's shop bug, where if you enter Cliff's store before 4 p.m., you can still interact with the counter. I'm going to allow myself that much because, again, it's all about going through the basic motions here of the min-max guide and seeing what does work. And from what I see, it's definitely possible to follow the guide up to this point really comfortably. Obviously, though, you need to be somewhat... You do need to be somewhat efficient on Stardew Valley. You need to know what you're doing to some extent. But if you're following the guide, it should give you more than enough information to do what is, at least up to this point, do what is intended. So there's that. But in detail, as we let the cutscene play out, we're just gonna let it play. I think nothing bad can happen. There is one cutscene where you don't want to skip, otherwise you lose optimization. So that's why I'm just letting this cutscene rock. But I can explain. Basically, we're going for... Well, first we need 25 copper ore for the furnace. And then I think you take 5 more copper ore for... You're trying to make 5 bars, so... You're really in a fight against time here. And you're trying to get to floor 10 ASAP because your odds of copper ore drastically increase there. But we also want to be very, very quick about what we're doing here. So, let's find out what happens today. The first tip is, aside from not wasting pickaxe strikes on rocks after you have found the ladder. Oh my sweet goodness. And not getting hassled by slimes, obviously, but we'll ignore that for a moment. Is not hitting gray rocks, because without any upgrades, your pickaxe cannot one-tap gray rocks. Can you get out of my way? A ladder is nice, too. Any good RNG there is very, very good. I also need to keep in mind how many copper ore I effectively have, including what I have in storage. Close by, anyway. But yeah, we're doing our best here. So immediately we head up back up this elevator. And let's make a note. So we have 6 copper and we need 25 stones. We will be doing that in the course of this mines dive, but you know, theoretically speaking, you should be getting to level 10. If you can somehow craft a furnace, then you immediately do that, but otherwise the name of the game is grabbing copper ore and going as deep as you can. For better or worse, you can't actually craft a staircase because obviously you need 25 stone. To make the furnace ASAP and also not missing would help as well. I'm actually going to do this. We need to get this slime out of our way, kind of. We'll let it jump so that we don't get hit by it. And we'll keep moving on. Can you not hassle me, please? There. Get it trapped over there. And let's see. We should be able to hit level 10. Now, whether or not I'll make it to Cliffs is a whole different story. We'll see. Otherwise, yes, oddly enough, I had some energy issues trying out today because, one, I did not get any cave carrots, and two, I did not think to bring any parsnips, not realizing that I wouldn't have the energy to do everything I wanted to do, so... I have to get that out of the way, don't I? I do. Can I actually hit the rock, though? Thank you. This slime will not stop hassling me, but hey. I think I have more than... Well, no. We're just gonna play it, so we're gonna keep going down. Can I, please... The ladder's probably could have procced earlier, but again, there's a slime in my way hassling me, so... And we did run out of energy. So let's do that. Left or right? I'm gonna go left because I see copper ore, but at the same time, we're also hoping for a quick ladder. We are slowly running out of time. It takes about 30 minutes in game time to smelt a copper ore, which is why it's imperative that you make the furnace ASAP, so you can start furnacing up your copper ore into copper bars. Now, whether or not I can do that quickly is dependent on RNG, but it's not like you can't course correct anyway. I should have actually mined that copper ore, but I see a ladder, so we can immediately do this. Do we want to open that, by the way? I mean, I guess we might as well. But let's head back up really quickly and just make sure. So we're off by 1 copper ore, so, you know, and we're also missing stones. So, yeah, that's not great. We'll take out Chubbs because I'm a bit scared, but let's go back to level 10 and get a move on. Yeah, so there's our copper ore, and this should be our stone, but I'm not sure if we're going... Wow, we didn't even get 50 stones. Are you serious right now? Wow, we really did not get 50 stones yet. Oh my sweet goodness. We have it now, but the point is made. So I feel like I'm behind. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can make it before. I can leave this place before the thing. Before. I'm actually just gonna carry this with me. I'm a bit scared, so let's do this and hurry back. Basically, every time we get 5 copper ore, we're heading back up. But also, I'm gonna leave those there, by the way. But we're mainly just trying to get 5 copper ore and move on with life. Let me actually keep that. I'm gonna eat these chubs instead. If I see more copper ore, I'll grab it and then move back up. We just really want to get back up. That is more than enough copper ore, though, so all things considered, if my RNG is bad, I'm gonna actually do this. We are losing time on the furnace right now, but I think this is more important. Yeah, because if we get enough copper ore, we don't need to head back up. We do now, but you get the point. Do we still have enough time? Ooh, and I'm scared. Let's find out. Something is chasing me, doesn't matter. Go back up the ladder, and let's grab this copper bar really quickly. And every 30 minutes at this point, we pretty much head back up. Oh my goodness, grass immediately in my way. At least I can use the eating animation to quickly switch tools, but I'm also looking for... So yeah, if I don't see copper ore in my immediate vicinity, this is quite a bad floor layout for me right now, but oops, I didn't mean to do that. Then we will head back up and do a thing. Also, you'll notice that the Traveling Merchant is available today. I don't know if I should have been checking that. I don't think you get the time to check that. Considering how tight it can be, I don't think you can. So anywho. Next one in. Go back down. We want to leave... You don't make it to Clint's before it closes if you don't leave the mines by 3 p.m. So that's why I'm a bit pressed for time at the moment. So leave. We might as well wait here. So we have 5 copper bars, but we might as well get as much work done as possible. And just making sure, I'm going to check the thing really quickly. The guide. But we will head down and, again, if we find any nearby copper ore, so be it. We should have more than enough energy. So, basically making it... to this copper ore and then heading back up because we are getting tight on time. So we want to make sure we can run to Clint's immediately. I think that's what we're trying to do. Let me just make sure what I have to do. So 5, floor 10, and then you do that, 5, and then you leave everything in the chest except for, well, you need 4 slots, but let's make sure we're ready to split because we are tight on time. So we take everything we can. The parsnips can stay, but we take as much else as possible, which I guess includes that. Do we take coal as well? I think we take coal as well, right? Am I going crazy here? Yeah, we do. No, we don't. And maybe no, we don't. But we want 4 spots. We can equip these shoes. Do we want anything? You know, if I weren't carrying these chubs and the leek, then yes. But I think I'd rather take this. Funny enough, the geodes we basically sell. Do we take the furnace with us? I think we leave. Yeah, we leave the furnace here. I'm just making sure I'm ready to do what I need to do here because this is we're gonna be making a mad dash to Clint. Joja Cola would have been great here, but unfortunately, let's see, because the alternative here is to fish. But after a few tries, you should be more than safe. Now, are we gonna make it in time? It's gonna hit, I think, 3 p.m. right as we do this. So the moment I pick up this copper bar, I'm gonna split for Clint, and let's hope nothing bad happens to us on the way. Basically not getting stuck anywhere, although we might still not make it. I don't actually know the quickest pathing over to Clint, but we're gonna find out in a hot moment, because we are pressed for time. So yeah, I think we immediately go down this way instead, if we can find any way here, yeah. Now, do I make it to Clint's on time is the question. No later than 3 p.m., so this is going to be really tight. We have about 10 seconds left to make it to Clint's. Yeah, we should be able to make it. Ah! And even if he leaves the counter, we should make it in time, but... So, we do this, and I think we immediately upgrade the thing. So, sell gems, we don't have any, aside from what we left. And then we want to get the pickaxe upgrade. So any money that we have over 3,310, we pretty much spend doing things here. Oop, I shouldn't have done that. So we buy as much iron ore as possible. Again, down to 3,310, which is why any money that we had would have been great to save on. Although since we're not buying cauliflower, we can kind of subtract gold, but let's actually play it safe here and, you know, just pretend that we need to get more, and then we upgrade the copper pickaxe, right? And then we will move on. So we're going to head to Pierre's, I think, to buy seeds, is the implication here. So, as we just said, we do that. I don't think there's anything else we have on us. And away we go. I don't think we even want to check the trash can. Again, this is really tight, by the way. This is, I think, you might even say this is somewhat good RNG, so... Again, though, if you want to practice on your own, I mean, whether you allow retries or not, it is what it is. Otherwise, let's head into Pierre's and buy seeds. So, let's see here. Just being sure, 1 bean starter. We have cauliflower, so we don't need to buy them. And the same thing for potatoes, but we do need 16 kale seeds. And then you buy as many kale seeds as possible. Now, we are on the Meadowlands farm, so hopefully I'm not just hurting myself somehow, but let's find out. The same thing here, though. If you don't somehow make it to Pierre's in time, then there is a second routing that you can do, where you pretty much ignore buying seeds today, and you buy them tomorrow. But we will see what else we can do. Did we want to leave? So now I'm curious, because I don't remember if I left the rod at the fishing spot, or if I took it with me. I feel like I took it with me, or I fainted with it, actually. So obviously I took it with me, but no, I don't have it with me. All right, cool story. I mean, we're going to be going to the mountain lake anyway, so it should be there, is what I'm trying to say. But as we get through this, Not the catfish, the chubs. Do we want to eat these chubs? Yeah, we want to eat these chubs. For energy. Where is our hoe, by the way? Oh, it's up there. I should probably just sort this. I don't know why I'm hurting myself like this. Well, we plant everything, like I just said. So far, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We need to eat a chub. And then we water everything. Probably need to eat 2 chubs, all things considered. But we're going to grab all the chubs with us anyway. And the bean starter will go here. Let's actually water first so that I don't forget. But at the same time, we'll plant seeds while we're here. And pretty much the rest of this day is going to be after we plant things here. We're going to fish until we pass out again. So, hey, also I'm missing a spot because I forgot to account for the bean starter. There's water below, right? Why am I going crazy here? Otherwise, I have to walk over to the water to the west. That's fine. But let's just make sure that we have enough. Are we really out right here? I'm so sad. I'm so sad, by the way. I feel like there's water close by, but I can't remember now, so let's get this out of the way and refill our water, question mark? Oh, sweet jeez. Why do I do this to myself? No! It's such a long way! Anywho. I'm curious, I wouldn't assume that you can catch anything relevant there, but we are wasting time winding through this. I should have brought an axe with me, and a scythe at least, but too late, I've already made my decision, so we just need to water this one spot, and we will move on. So, after we do that, retrieve the rod, which is sitting at the thing. We didn't bring a furnace with us, unfortunately, so that's gonna be really strange, actually. Huh, I'm gonna make a detour then. So, any ore that we can get, basically, and coal. That's fine, I guess. We can treat it as some bad RNG, but I really should not have done what I've done. And that is not retrieve the furnace. I mean, we were out of time. Yeah, we're out of time, so we were tight for time. I think it's more important to upgrade the pickaxe than to make a detour here for the furnace. I'm trying to decide whether or not I have everything. I think I do now, but yeah, so we have to make a detour back to the mine. That's fine. We don't actually have enough gold ore. That's fine too. But just making sure. I'm doing another check, and then we head back to the mountain lake and pretty much fish till we pass out. So, let us see. So any iron ore and gold ore I have left over would be in the mountain lake chest, but it doesn't really... Well, actually, it's going to rain tomorrow, so... Yeah, we need to actually keep all of our ore on us, I think. Yeah. So, because it's gonna rain, we want to be quote-unquote smelting any ore. Because we will have 2 iron bars, is what I'm trying to say. But I am losing a lot of time here, because I have to head back into the cave to grab the furnace, and whatever I need from there. Coal, furnace, and other stuff. But again, compared to missing out on the pickaxe upgrade, I think it's more important. So we lose pretty much at least 2 or 3 casts minimum. But I think it's fine for the moment. We won't be using all this coal, so I guess we're gonna find... Oh no, we want to bring it with us, because you don't know if you're gonna fish up any things. And we'll take chubs with us, but this is basically what we needed. And away we go. I know I'm speaking over things, but part of the detail of bringing the furnace along with us to fish is that we want to be smelting ore while we are fishing to kind of do some parallel processing. But I forgot what the actual positioning is for this. I see bubbles, by the way. I'm probably going to eat this river jelly first, but we also want to hold on to this. So let's put this here while we fish. Oh my goodness, I didn't even make it to the bubbles. And this is going to be the rest of the day. If I made any huge mistakes, I am keeping backups of saves, so I am saving my progress over the course of this series. I guess it's now a series now. I've done more than a handful of videos. But let me eat this river jelly really quickly. And unfortunately, we're safe. We're facing south at the end of that, but it's fine. Oh my god, I keep casting not as far as I think I'm going to cast. I should probably just recast at this point, but for the sake of my energy, we're not going to do that. Oh, my sweet... Okay, we're going to recast there, by the way. Why do I do this to myself? It's because when you fish out trash, you immediately recast if you're holding the button down. And I'm not used to that yet. As noted here. Also, that's quite a lot of trash, but hey. If nothing else, I want to hit fishing level 7, but I don't think, because theoretically today you're supposed to hit fishing level 8, which, you know, obviously I'm not on track. Oh my sweet goodness, please, me. Yeah, we're definitely not on track for that, but again, I was also not efficient on my fishing day on day 3 when we're catching catfish. That is why we're so behind on our fishing experience. I'm just going to actually hold right as I cast here, just out of safety. These bubbles are good RNG, but at the same time, I'm a bit scared. Also, this treasure chest is going to actually suffer a bit. But it's fine for now. So we did fill up all 3. So we're going to store everything we have, except for maybe the jelly, which I'm going to eat. The chub can sit there now while we have the jelly, but if I have to make a trip to this treasure chest, it is technically a waste of... theoretically speaking, it's a waste of time. Oh, goodness. Please give me some fish, though. I would like some fish. It's going to be raining tomorrow, so before we pass out, we do need to do some item management. So we've lost, like, at least 6 casts here, I want to say. Oh, my goodness. Why do I do this to myself? And this is keeping in mind that I'm quite inefficient, as you've seen me flounder around I should just keep the cast. I don't know if it's more efficient to keep the cast or to pull the rod back and go back into the bubble. But we're going to find out, I guess, as we do that again. We lost the bubble, so we're just going to go back here. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll probably just have to be happy with the day I have here. I've made a lot of mistakes. Technical and otherwise. And in-game. But let's see. So we can definitely hit level 7. How far are we going to get to level 8 is the next question, I guess. Because it is based on the rain RNG, because now weather is pretty much random at this point. So yeah, 2100 experience to hit level 8. And yes, that's with the help of the info suite, so if whether or not you want to use that on yourself, again, we're doing it here to be a bit more consistent, so I don't have to guess on quote-unquote boring things. Also, we're going to try to grab this treasure chest. The fish is not too difficult, so I don't really mind. But we do want to keep a lookout, as we also... Again, I'm not actually keeping my... inventory as clean as it should be, because I forgot how many slots, but you need a good number of slots, actually, in case a treasure chest drops a lot of items, which it can apparently do. I mean, I just saw 3. I think it'd go 4, so theoretically you want 5, because you catch a fish, and then there's up to 4 things in the treasure chest that you can pick up. So yeah. But yeah, otherwise at the end of the day, to talk about what should happen is my farming level should increase by 1, kind of, I think. My mining level should increase by 1, and my theoretically fishing level, following the min-max guide, should be at 8 at the end of today. It's obviously not going to be that, so we're going to find out how well that works for us. Again, we fish till we drop. It is going to rain tomorrow, so I do have to do a little detour here. Mainly taking any ore and coal with us, because we're going to take it over to the river where the catfish are during rainy days. That's essentially what you're doing on rainy days in spring. I had to sneeze, that's why my cast was weird there. So I muted my mic, had to cast, and then I had to turn on my mic. But as I just said, rainy days you're pretty much spending spring fishing at the river, because catfish sell for a lot of gold, assuming you can catch them. But at level 7, if I can't catch catfish, I have gone crazy. So yeah. And I'm pretty sure I just take bars with me. There's no way I'm running all the way back here to pick up bars that, you know, I've stored in these chests. I don't think that's what is intended. At least for efficiency purposes. But as we get about 2 or 3 more casts here, it depends on how fast the fish bite. we will end the day as is. 57 experience, yeah, so we're definitely not hitting level. We might not even hit level 8 tomorrow, depending. Because if I miss a lot of catfish, then yes, but we'll see. So one more cast, and then we'll do some item management before we faint here. But let us see. And on day 6, there is a little asterisk in terms of scene skipping. But hold on, let me just do this here. So take out all the ore, take out all of our coal, and then I think we grab as much expensive stuff as possible. So let's store everything for the moment, and also keeping the rod with us as well. Don't have any gold ore, unfortunately. So here we hope. We have 12 chubs. I guess we're actually gonna sell them all. As the stack gets bigger, it gets a lot more profitable. But I guess we're gonna find out if that's a true statement or not. Otherwise, maybe we should just sell them all, or eat them all. Funny enough, the roe actually sells for more. Largemouth bass, chub. I think these 3 carp. No, actually this roe. And then we pretty much faint while fishing. If we don't catch anything else because our inventory's full, so be it. We're here for the experience at this point. So, yeah. Oh, we need to take the furnace with us! I forgot about that. Hey, I forgot. Whoops! I mean, it's not like we have much to smelt, but if we end up grabbing a lot of coal and whatnot, I guess I'm going to pay for it. So we're about to find out what happens tomorrow. This is going to be a funny day 6. So we have made a pretty big mistake, but let's see what happens. So, without further ado, actually, yeah, as we go to the end screen here, I'm going to take a look here, because since it's raining, we're going to be at the river and not the mountain lake. So, theoretically speaking, the next time we visit the mountain lake is probably when we're going to be picking up the furnace, or heading towards the mine, either or. So yeah, the next few days are still going to be a lot more fishing. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So without further ado, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to support me at any length. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm just going to be transparent, and I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye!